As the long summer months continue to roll on and on, we find ourselves at the Series at the Glen. 22 races down, 36 of the 36 races that we have each season. 14 more to go, and this one will make it down to 13. We got a lot to go over coming into this next race. 7 points separate me from Dale Jr. and 95 from Tony Stewart. And Jeff Gordon, 138 back after he blew his engine at the Brickyard. But that's not all that we got to worry about. We're looking at a new purchase to make for our team. We got $1.21 million. We still need to get to 1.5, and we won't have it by the end of the series at the Glen. So that means we still got our work cut out for us if we hope to make season 3 just a little bit better for us. Well, without further ado, NASCAR has sent out a brand new bulletin for us to let us know that Martinsville will not be run for a third time this season. As a matter of fact, they have decided to make a change to the schedule. In light of the excitement that is happening on the track, they are bringing us to one of the most dangerous, fastest, and deadliest tracks out there. We're going to Tiburon International Speedway. That's right, Tiburon. If you don't know about Tiburon, it's a 3.0 mile super speedway track with a qualifying record of 238.352 miles per hour. The type of degrees of banking, 40 degrees. Also, we're not turning left, guys. We're going right. So it's a anti-clockwise track. NASCAR made this decision because it was getting very interesting. Plus, they get the Tiburon 500 in Florida. Considering how much the season has gone and how intense the racing has been, they wanted to be right there in front of their headquarters. So Tiburon International Speedway was their next best idea. So by the time we get there, who knows what the championship could be looking like? Who knows what the Series of the Glen is going to look like? Only way to find out, guys, we got to go racing. And because of that, you guys already know I'm not going to do anything in the garage, but we are going to bring our generic chassis, generic engine, one of our better engines. Yeah, when I say better, I mean the one that's probably the weakest of them all, because it's a short track, or it's not a short track, it's a road course. So I expect full body contact. That's what I'm expecting. And as far as car bodies go, well, we got a generic speedway body for this instead of the speedway body. We should probably look at that speedway body. That speedway body is getting a little beat up, but it's okay. That's not what we're worried about this week. This week it's Watkins Glen. Well, let's head to the track. Find out what's up, Doc? What's up in New York? I don't know. You guys come up with something in the comments. I'd appreciate it. Qualifying at Watkins Glen. We've got some wins already. And that's really big for us. I mean, if all goes to like complete crap here in New York, we still had the points lead for a race or two. And we still got Tiburon International Speedway to look forward to. I don't foresee us using Tiburon as like that wild card race, but hopefully it will be something that we can do with that. I just don't know if our super speedway package is up for it. Leave it to NASCAR to let us know really late. So coming off these corners, I mean, the car feels pretty okay. I don't feel like I'm skating on the surface, so that's a good thing. I think last season I had some really bad skating issues. Ooh. I have no idea what that was, but I don't think that's going to help our lap time at all. Like, my controller wasn't vibrating to let me know if I like drove off the track surface for grass. And of course, back in the old days of NASCAR, you didn't have penalties for corner cutting, but I'm not entirely sure that I cut that corner. Can't be sure. I just didn't feel it. Like, I felt grass there, but not the earlier one. Pole position though, we'll take it.
The NASCAR Winston Cup Series made a right turn today on its way to Watkins Glen International for today's race, the Series at the Glen.
There aren't many road courses on the NASCAR Winston Cup schedule. What will the drivers have to deal with in this one, Barney?
Well, the Glen is quite fast for a road course. The problem is getting these big, heavy cars to handle well through the tight turns. A missed braking point can spell disaster for these drivers if they shoot through a corner too fast.
The 53 car has really turned up the intensity recently. I'm not sure the other drivers appreciate it.
They've been racing hard out there, and that's to be expected, but they better be careful the recent battles don't escalate into something more.
Barry Baker is having some trouble in the points this year.
Well, there's always going to be someone who has to fill in the bottom of the points list. Of course, none of these guys want to ever see their name there. Sometimes it's just not your season to shine.
Greg Hicks finds himself in a bit of a slump.
And trust me, it hasn't been for the lack of effort. Those guys have been working hard all season. Maybe they can right the ship with a good finish here.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
You're gonna have to forgive the announcing crew. They don't know how to read the names of the drivers. So all of our modded in drivers, unfortunately, are going to be referred to as different names. That's something that's a lot further harder coded in, and I don't think there's a way for it to change. But that's neither here nor there. What's here is the fact that we got to drive into turn one.
Stay focused. You get the lead back. Hold it steady. 3 wide.
And that was a decent-ish corner.
Clear on both sides.
But we can't let Dale Jr. lead a lap.
Got a car on your left, buddy. Clear all around. Car to your left. That bump didn't hurt us. The car's okay.
Yeah, I'm getting rough with Dale Jr. Oh, caution. I know Kevin Harvick flew into that corner.
Save your tires.
Let's see if I can get Dale Jarrett.
Got a car on your left, buddy. Stay alert.
Ah,
The roads get busy.
ah,
Headed in.
ah. Had to throw it in on Dale Jarrett.
72.
That's payback for Sonoma, son of a gun. Oh, Kenny Wallace got turned. Kenny Wallace got turned. Yo, that's crazy. Oh, he legit, he legit got turned. I thought it was like Kevin Harvick. No, it was Kenny Wallace. Okay. Game plan is I'm gonna bring it down pit road, get 4 tires and fuel in there, because if I don't, I guarantee you the cars behind me will. We'll also repair the damage. And I see a lot of other drivers staying out, which includes Jeff Gordon. I think we led that lap as well. I think. I'm not entirely certain. But we're going to have a lot of slow cars on old tires ahead of us. And I'm going to be probably right smack dab in the eye of the storm in the middle of the pack. So I'm going to have to be careful. No slow pit stops, guys. Y'all gave me a 16-second last time. This one is an estimated 16, but I do believe y'all could be better than that. So show me what you got. Dale Jarrett's already down and away. Jarrett's beating me off pit road. And looks like we're just going to get beat by Dale Jarrett. We're going to have to get a new crew soon.
A few cars stayed out under the yellow.
So 19 cars stayed out. Everybody else came in. Okay. Got an unhappy Dale Jr. behind me too.
All right, we're 3.5 seconds.
Oh, get that thing slowed up.
5, buddy. 5 to go. Got one on your right.
I'm sorry, Todd Bodine.
Hold your line. You're still there. Clear on both sides. You sure you're a professional?
Sometimes I wonder.
Watch it. There's a car on your left. Let's try to race a little cleaner. We're off the pace. Everything okay? Clear all around. Got a car on your left, buddy.
Jeremy Mayfield got in my way.
Easy on the bumping, buddy. All clear, buddy.
Screw those people who get mad at me for like bumping into them. It's a road course.
On your right. Okay, we're clear. Keep him behind you if you can.
Well, this race might just have ended under caution.
73, 39.
Probably a bad idea for me to wreck the 19, but we'll see. That might have just changed the points picture if Jeff Gordon stays out. And this race ends under caution, so. Oh boy. Okay. I'm ahead of this in the standings. Jeff Gordon's gotten closer, so is Tony Stewart. And we're going green. Green, white, checkered. You gotta be kidding me. There's some slower cars in my way. Kenny Wallace in particular.
3.5 seconds behind the leader. Clear. On your left.
The car just doesn't want to turn. They've got to run out of fuel, right?
Still there. On your left.
They're not going to run out of fuel, are they? Okay, the least I can do is try to get back into the top 10.
Oh yeah, great pass, buddy.
Send it.
We don't want him getting beside us.
Okay, I sent it too hard.
Okay, we're clear. Number 15 is gaining on you. There's a guy on your right.
I sent it too hard. We were right there at 10th, but I'll take 12th. Okay, that was fun. Jeff Gordon wins. Dang it.
We usually have more cautions than that, don't we?
Well, I can assure you all those guys who finished in the back would like to have seen more cautions. Gives them a chance to make adjustments without the penalty of going a lap down. They just didn't have that luxury this time.
The 53 car has begun a new rivalry on the racetrack.
I'm not sure how all this got started, but now that they have a little history on the track, it'll be something to watch in the weeks ahead.
We hope you enjoyed today's broadcast of NASCAR Winston Cup Racing on the voice of NASCAR, MRN. We'll see you next week at Michigan.
No one else to blame except for myself. I thought we were going to have less cautions than we did. We had 2, and that helped those guys just not come down pit road. So in the end, they look like a genius. It sucks for me, but that's racing. Jeff Gordon wins the race with Mark Martin, Matt Kenseth, Ryan Newman, Terry Labonte rounding into top 5. Tony Stewart, Ricky Craven, Robbie Gordon, Greg Biffle, and Ricky Rudd in your top 10. I was so close. John Andretti finishes 11th, and I took home 12th. But I did lead a lap. So me leading a lap is 5 bonus points, which helps soften the blow to Jeff Gordon a little bit more. Plus, Dale Jr. didn't finish all that well, so that's also huge for me because Dale Jr. was among those cars that came down pit road like I did, expecting there to be a little bit more. Larry Foyt finishing 43rd, Elliott Sadler, Casey Mears, Jamie McMurray, Kurt Busch are the bottom tier of the lineup here. So those cautions really helped out some guys, didn't help out others. I definitely am not too happy about that. Would have loved to have seen myself a little bit higher up, but them's the breaks. That's what happens. Back to Georgia we go. And I think it's about time we actually do look at maybe repairing some stuff soon. Seriously, I think it's getting out of hand. But we made it back to Georgia. I'm not really good at the restrictor play. I'm not really good at those road courses. Not Watkins Glen. There's something about it, but I did also make the AI a little bit tougher, so they were defending harder. And so I had no choice but to use the bumper. Oh well. Either way it goes, I am still the points leader, and I actually grew my lead over Dale Jr., Tony Stewart, and Jeff Gordon actually closed the gap a bit. Despite, I mean, if I would not have led a lap, he would actually be 80 points back, but he's 85. So I saved myself a little bit of a headache there with Jeff Gordon, Tony Stewart, and Dale Jr. Top 5 is still going to be Dale Jarrett, Ryan Newman, Ricky Rudd, Kevin Harvick, Mark Martin moves back up to 9th. Jimmy Johnson falls back down to 10th. This is going to happen a lot this season. It's pretty nice to see. Well, it all comes down to this, doesn't it, guys? The last race before NASCAR's inevitable screw you to everybody else, right? What is even Tiburon? Is it a short track? Oh, it's a super speedway. So I gotta run the super speedway chassis ahead of the next super speedway race, which is Talladega. And we're about to literally throw $1.5 million at our race shop after Michigan. So we won't even be able to do anything after Tiburon. So we'll have like 4 races, which is basically 2 because we need 2 races. Oh man, we've got our work cut out for us. Either way it goes, there's not much more I can say. Gosh, I don't like road courses sometimes. No big deal though. I knew what I was getting myself into. If you like today's video, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. See you guys next time. Be easy, everybody.